one thing Patrick and I talk about a lot is the kindness value. It's not that we believe that some people are intrinsically kind and there are other people who are not kind. It turns out if you put folks into a kind environment, they end up being the kindest version of themselves, and that perpetuates. So I think the key learning is just figure it out in the early days. And if it doesn't feel right, like make it right in the early days, because everything you put into place in the early days is going to perpetuate.
Yeah. Patrick, any thoughts on that?
I think the other thing about, that's interesting and strange for us is at 200 people and presumably beyond that, like if you're not bored of hearing yourself talk about the same things all the time, you're not doing it right. And, Jenny and I both like new things, we're very creative, whatever. And like a dozen people started FreeWill last week, and like a dozen more are going to start next week. And we have to continually repeat the values, helping people understand the model, and in a way that feels silly coming from us, but for a lot of people, it's the first or second or third time they've ever heard it, especially in a remote environment. And so being willing to be repetitive and be consistent, I think, is a real key there.